Good morning, YouTube. Lion Unleashed back at you from right here at the Green Thumbs Gardening channel. Most of you guys who are currently following our channel here on YouTube are aware of the fact that on July 4th, we harvested Beauregard sweet potatoes from that planter over there. That's our 3-foot by 6-foot horticulture garden planter. And again, most of you guys who've been following our channel for a while are aware of that we harvested our Beauregard sweet potatoes from that planter. But what I'm sure most of you guys aren't aware of is the fact that on harvest day, we actually took 7 10-inch vine cuttings. That's 7 10-inch rootless vine cuttings from our harvested plants, and we immediately planted those rootless vine cuttings in another planter here in our front yard. And we're going to show you guys how we did that, what planter we planted them in, how deep we planted them, and exactly what has happened since we planted them there in that planter. So take a look at this as I spin this camera around. Now, most of you guys have seen this red tire here laying out in our front yard, empty, soilless, over the past 3 to 4 months. Those of you who have recently followed our channel, you aren't aware that in this location is where we originally had our agave plants. Those 2 agave plants over there, we had one here in this spot, and we had one here where this patch of grass has been replaced at right here. After we transplanted our agave, and that's another whole video, we placed this tire here. We laid it out on a piece of plastic. We filled it up with our organics in the bottom, and we came back and we mixed up our own soil medium and filled the planter the rest of the way up with. And what we did then is we came right back and took those 7 rootless vine cuttings from our Beauregard sweet potato harvest, and we planted those cuttings directly in the soil. We planted those cuttings approximately 6 inches deep in the soil, which left 4 inches of the original cuttings sticking out above the top of the soil. Here is what has happened since July the 4th here at the Green Thumbs Gardening Shop. Take a look at this, YouTube. Bam. Yeah. These Beauregard sweet potato rootless cuttings that we planted here have really taken off and even begin to vine out. So for any of you guys out there who are wondering if you can plant vine cuttings from any type of sweet potato plant, yes you can. They don't have to have roots. They will root, whether or not they have roots on them or not. Plant them deep enough in the soil, water them in good, have your planter in a sunny location, they will indeed root. The next question a lot of you guys are going to actually ask is, well, they weren't actually sweet potato slips, so will they actually produce sweet potatoes? Yes, they will. This is how we planted successive crops of sweet potatoes on my parents' farm down in North Florida for years and years and years growing up. We plant our sweet potato vines in the ground. We wait 2 to 3 weeks until they actually begin to vine out like this. Once they produce 1 or 2 extra vines, we'll cut 1 or 2 of those extra vines off and plant it in another area in our garden, and it'll produce another crop of sweet potatoes about a month after the original crop. So, knowing that we had plenty enough time here in the grow season here in Grow Zone 8B to actually plant and grow another crop of sweet potatoes, we again took vine cuttings from our Beauregard sweet potatoes that we harvested from over there in our 3-foot by 6-foot horticulture garden planter, planted those rootless cuttings directly in ground soil, 6 inches deep, which left about 4 inches of the original vines sticking out above the soil. And as you guys can see how much they've grown. Our vines are already over 1 foot long, all of them. And that's with about 2 weeks of growth. And again, these vine cuttings were rootless when we planted them here in this planter. last but not least, Farmer G. Yeah, my brother. We named this particular planter after you, Farmer G. This is our Beauregard sweet potato planter. It actually consists of a 20-inch low-profile tire that we took and placed here. We painted it red. As you look around our garden, you know, in our house, you know that we love some red here at the Green Thumb Gardening Channel. Red truck, red house, red everything around here. But yeah, this is you, Farmer G. Keep a close eye on this planter. Keep a close eye on this planter for Farmer G for the rest of this growth season. We're predicting around August here on this particular planter. Since we did indeed plant rootless vine cuttings, we're gonna give them an extra. We're actually predicting we're actually predicting the end of September on this particular planter, and we're doing that because we actually did indeed plant rootless vine cuttings here. They did root, as you can see, they are doing well, but we are indeed gonna allow them to stay on this planter slightly longer than we let the plants that we planted in that planter over there stay over there. So we're gonna give these closer to about 4 months, whereas those had a little over 3 months over there. They did fantastically well over there. Now this particular planter does indeed get the same amount of sunlight as that planter got over there. Only difference is it was a little cold when we planted those over there. We made the mistake and mushed those in, but they still did tremendously well over there in that planter. So, Farmer G, we are indeed expecting for you and your Beauregard sweet potatoes to perform very well here in this spot in our garden, my brother. Here in this spot, we are indeed expecting you and your plants to perform very well here in our yard and in this spot. But we are indeed expecting for you and your plants to perform very well here in this spot in our yard, Farmer G. And we're gonna bring you back in about another 2 weeks to show you exactly what has happened with our Beauregard sweet potato vines that we planted here in this planter. If you're not currently subscribed to the Green Thumb Gardening Channel and you're currently watching this video, please take a moment to press that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button, and share this video with your family and friends. Farmer G, right here at the Green Thumb Gardening Channel.